Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at a much larger watch, a very interesting watch. It's a diving chronograph, 500 meters water resistant, a big bulky watch, and has some nice weight to it as well. It has a mecha quartz movement, pretty interesting dial. It feels very tough, this watch, I must say. Like, you can throw this thing against the wall and it's gonna be okay. It's just a really interesting watch. This is from a brand called FEELNEVER. They sell on AliExpress. So we'll drop a link to their website down in the description below. It's definitely an affordable watch at about $160. So, you can see it as you're getting a lot for your money. The quality is actually really good. I was quite surprised by that. And, just a little too big for my wrist, honestly. But they do have some other watches as well. Now, this watch, of course, has a nice thick sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating. It's 500 meters water resistant with a screw-down crown, screw-down chronograph pushers, a helium escape valve, and a screw-down case back. Now, in terms of actual size, the watch is 20 millimeters thick, so you got to think about that if you have a smaller or larger wrist, if this is going to do you good. It's a 46 millimeter in terms of diameter. It's solid 316L stainless steel. It's pretty much brushed all around. Obviously, it's a chronograph. It has a VK63 mecha quartz movement and has a 24 millimeter oyster style bracelet with a milled clasp. Now, one thing I do like is the loom. So we have a 120 click loomed bezel. We have all loomed. The bezel action, I was really surprised. Very good grip. Really nice bezel action. Like something you would feel in more of a luxury watch. The bezel action is what really surprised me about this watch. Everything does line up perfectly to that 12 o'clock position. Getting a little closer in on the dial, you can see you have a tachymeter going around there. You have mecha quartz printed here. You have a date cutout. You have your chronograph hand over here with those kind of caution arrows on the counterbalance. You have large pilot style hands, a 10, 2, 8, and 4, 60-minute countdown. And then, of course, you have a 24-hour subdial. And everything is loomed from those numerals to the hands to the bezel as well. And it's pretty bright. I was quite surprised by that. One thing I do like about this mecha quartz movement is they have screw down pushers. So if you want to set it, unscrew, start the chronograph, get a nice sweep on there. And for those of you who don't know, mecha quartz chronograph is kind of a combination between mechanical and quartz. It's mainly quartz, but it has a module in there to get that smoother sweep and kind of an actuation feeling of a mechanical chronograph. So you can stop it, and then at the bottom one, you can unscrew that and reset it, and it flips right back. Just very nice to have screw down pushers. Gives that extra 500 meters of security. Not that many of you are going to use 500 meters of water resistance. I must say the crown, though, it's a little sharp over here on the under portion when I unscrew the crown. Because that's why I'm kind of unscrewing like this so my hands don't touch this under portion over here. Maybe that's one area they can improve on. But yeah, unscrew the crown. Very easy to grip. One position, we get a quick set date. Final position, you can stop the movement and you can set the time here. You can see FEELNEVER is printed over here and 500 meters. Yeah, so we can set the time here, push that back down, and then we can screw the crown back in. And everything screws in perfectly, no issues with that whatsoever. The bracelet itself is a oyster style bracelet, pretty simple standard clasp here. You're getting a milled clasp. Caseback has a globe on it, screwed down, kind of a circular caseback which comes up a little bit, which is quite interesting, just a picture of the globe. And then, of course, on the other side of the watch, on the flank, we can see the nice brushed finish, which looks pretty good. Nice chunk of steel here. Nice coin edging on this bezel as well. This is the signed helium escape valve. I don't think you're ever going to be needing it, but yeah, you get a signed crown as well. Everything is pretty much brushed. The case style kind of reminds me of like a Panerai style case turned into a chronograph diver, something of that nature. But I think it came out pretty good. Only if they could scale it down a little. For my wrist, I have a small wrist, so it's just a little too big for my wrist. Let me get you guys a loom shot. I think the loom is pretty good on this watch for the price point as well. And here we go with a loom shot. Everything is very nicely loomed in C3 Super Luminova. The bezel, very good job on the bezel, especially that 12 o'clock pip, very nicely loomed. I mean, this thing can definitely, glow pretty long. There's a lot of loom applied. The numerals are very large, as well as those pilot-style hands to give it some, good space to apply loom. So they did a pretty good job on the loom here. Now, at about 54 lug to lug, it definitely is a little too big for my wrist. Just a large watch. It has some nice weight to it. The bracelet's actually really nice. It's held down by pins or held in by pins. Everything fits very nicely to the case, which is nice to see. Short lugs with a bracelet, almost appears integrated because it's really nicely fit. But yeah, definitely very legible and interesting watch to use. Definitely something very different that you're not going to see. I don't really see any other watches that look like this. It's kind of a combination of a dive watch with a panorized style case with this new interesting 10, 2, and 4 and 8 setup, which I have never seen before. So I thought it was quite interesting. So furthermore, guys, I think if you're looking for something very different out there and you have a larger wrist, I think this watch could be for you. If you're looking for a reliable Mecha Quartz chronograph with 500 meters, something you can dive with and take under the water with, you're getting a lot of functions on this watch for your money. $165 from AliExpress. You're getting a Mecha Quartz movement, sapphire crystal, 500 meters of water resistance, lume bezel, loomed dial as well with very good lume. You're getting screw down pushers, screw down crown, a decent oyster style bracelet with solid end links as well, sapphire crystal. You're just getting, I think, a lot for your money here. It's a pretty nice chunk of steel. And yeah, other than that, I think they did a pretty good job. Maybe the brand name is a little different. FEELNEVER, I'm not exactly sure what that means. But yeah, for an AliExpress watch, I think they did a pretty good job. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As usual, this is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews with the FEELNEVER 500 meter diver. They also do have other watches that you can check out, just standard dive watches, which I think are a bit cooler and a bit more rational, in my opinion. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, as usual, if you own one of these. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Definitely subscribe to the video, throw the video a like. Let me know what you want to see more for reviews down in the comment section below, and we'll chat more. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.